Hi learners, welcome. In this video I am going to discuss about crystal field splitting of d orbitals in two geometries. One is linear, the other is trigonal planar. So let's discuss one by one. First one, linear geometry. In linear geometry, metal will be surrounded with two ligands. Let's see how it looks like. Metal is to have two ligands. And if you draw an axis, generally it falls on z axis. It lays on z axis. Okay, so now the ligand approach, if you find in this case, the first point, ligand approach is on z axis, only z axis. If you draw the other axis here and here, you can see there is no other x and y. You can see there are no ligands on x and y axis except z. So two ligands which are there in the linear metal complexes are approaching towards the metal through z axis. They form in this way, metal complex. Now we know there are 5 d orbitals, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square y square and dz square. Metal 5d orbitals. And here you see the ligand approaches on the axis. So whenever you say ligand approaches on the axis, the d orbitals which are having lobes on z axis is to get more repulsive forces. Okay, now let's see. Which are having lobes on the z axis is dz square. So dz square is to get more repulsive forces, followed by dyz and dzx. Why? Even though they are not on the axis, they are close to the approach of the ligand. So that's why next dyz and dzx orbitals used to get more repulsive forces, followed by dxy and dx square y square. Why? These two are lying in xy plane. In xy plane there is no ligand, either on the axis or in between the axis. That's the reason why these two will get least repulsive forces. And next, the least repulsive forces are only one orbital lobe is lying in this direction. So that's why they will get least after this. Then who is getting more repulsive forces here? Dz square. Why? Because their lobes are lying in ligand approach direction. Now let's see crystal field splitting, how they undergo crystal field splitting. Take energy axis and 5 degenerated d orbitals of metal, in presence of spherical field. And how many levels we are getting in this case? So it is undergoing splitting into 3 levels. This is dz square, next 2 doubly degenerated dyz, dzx, and another doubly degenerated dxy, dx square y square. So this is the way where you can see the 5 degenerated d orbitals of linear complex is undergoing splitting into 3 different energy levels. The one which is getting higher energy is dz square orbital, followed by dyz, dzx, and the least one is dxy and dx square y square. So that's about splitting of d orbitals in linear. Now coming to the trigonal planar. In trigonal planar, metal is surrounded with 3 ligands. Let's see the structure. Metal is surrounded with 3 ligands. You can see. Okay. This is z axis. X axis, y axis, let's say, and third is z axis here. Okay, in this direction, in this case, in xy direction, xy plane only, you can find all the three ligands. Okay, there is no ligand in z plane. That's the reason why the orbitals which are having lobes in xy plane is to get more repulsive forces. Who is having x square, y square and xy. So let's see the splitting. These are the 5 degenerated d orbitals of metal, and when they get energy in presence of spherical field, now it is undergoing splitting into 3 different energy levels. Doubly degenerated level, dx square, y square and dxy. Why? Here the 3 ligands which are surrounded by the metal are approaching in xy plane. So in xy plane we have 2 metal d orbital. They are dx square, y square and dxy. So between these 2 metal ligands and these are metal orbitals and ligands is to get repulsive forces. That's why they get a higher energy. Next is dz square. Even though there is no ligand in z axis, but here if you see 2 ligands are approaching in between the axis. So if you see between z and x axis, one ligand, and z and y axis, one ligand. Because of that reason they get more repulsive forces here, followed by dyz and dzx. In this way, and the energy difference between these 2 levels is very small. So they will get the 5 degenerated d orbitals of metal is undergoing splitting into 3 different energy levels. One is doubly degenerated, single, and the other is doubly degenerated. Here the one which occupies the higher energy level is the lobes which are lying in xy plane, followed by dz square and then dxy, dyz and dzx. This is free metal ion in presence of spherical crystal field. This is crystal field splitting, and this is called crystal field splitting of d orbitals in trigonal planar geometry. Crystal field splitting of d orbitals in linear geometry. This is free ion, free metal ion, metal in presence of spherical crystal field. Spherical crystal field. So this is the way you can explain crystal field splitting of any geometry if you know exactly how the ligands are approaching. In linear geometry, ligands are approaching through z axis. So the metal d orbitals lobes whose lobes are lying in z direction used to get more repulsive forces. But in this case, the 3 ligands which are there are lying in xy plane. That's why the d orbitals which are having lobes in xy plane used to get more energy, whereas the rest of the orbitals used to get less energy. That's all about splitting of the orbitals in linear and trigonal planar geometry. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.